Okay, City Heroes video tours. We're here in Cap Au Diable on one of the servers. Doesn't matter which one. What we're looking for are to go to each of the 6 power stations where there should be 6 gremlins here apiece. And we're going to be gremlin harvesting for a little while. What's the purpose of this? Defeat 100 gremlins, you get a defeat badge. And defeat 100 gremlins and you're supposed to spawn the giant monster Deathsurge. However, there's a little caveat to that. It's supposed to be 100, but every now and then, I don't know how the game's tracking it, but every now and then, sometimes you gotta go a little bit above 100. I have no idea what causes that. If it's a random bug or if there's a glitch in the tracking of the gremlins, but whatever. So, if you're starting with 0 progress on the gremlin badge, and you complete it and Deathsurge doesn't pop out right away, just keep on hunting. Also, why did I just take down those clockworks? Well, it takes roughly 5 to 10 minutes for the gremlins to do a respawn. However, I have been observing that if there are other NPC enemy groups near the power plant, that it can inhibit the respawn. And I have actually seen them rematerialize in front of me as I clear the enemy groups from around the power plants. Or generators, or whatever you want to call these things. Since I'm level 50, these gremlins are easy kills. This will not be a, for XP or anything like that. This is for the purpose of getting the giant monster to pop out, so to score his badge, some merits, the usual. Yep, there we are. 2 generators worth, 6 each, so yeah, I'm at 12 out of 100. For the defeat badge, we'll see if it registers and gives me Deathsurge right away. And sometimes, like I said, it's 5 to 10 minutes for a respawn of these gremlins. Okay, a little break there in the action, able to take care of something. But I gave the gremlins plenty of time to respawn at all the generators that we've hit so far. Or power stations, or whatever. It doesn't really matter which. It doesn't matter if it's day or night. Deathsurge has spawned at night. So there's no day-night restriction per se. It's just 100 or so gremlins. And Deathsurge will come out and play. Then you form your team and you take them down. Yeah. Deathsurge, Ghost of Scrapyard, and Caleb are the 3 giants on red side of the game. All can be manually spawned. There is no timer for them. Now, it used to be back on live, you could have up to 3 Deathsurges stomping around in the zone. However, that was apparently deemed an error, and it was long since fixed. Now, there can be only 1 Deathsurge. And that's fine. 1 generally is enough. Another monster that can be invoked through defeating enemies in a zone would be the new Peacekeeper giant robot mech suit in Callisti Wharf. For defeating about 100 plus of the noob forces that they put in there. Actually, that number might be wrong. It might be more than 100. Basically, you just go there and you keep on killing the new peacekeepers until the giant peacekeeper is unleashed. Interesting. Only 2 here. Okay. Either another player was taking gremlins out, which I doubt. Sometimes the NPCs in the zone, if they wander too close to the gremlins, they will fight the gremlins, and like this group of Luddites here, I know they would attack that gremlin that I just took down. But sometimes the NPCs will get into conflict with the gremlins, and these gremlins are not the most sturdy of beasts, so yeah. That's likely why those others were missing. Whether them being defeated by NPCs counts towards the spawning of Deathsurge, I do not know. Yeah, I know it won't count towards the 100 Gremlin defeat badge, but does it impact the spawning of Deathsurge? Unknown. But I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Alright, do a cursory check around here. These gold brickers look like they might be a little bit too close, so their presence could impede gremlin respawn. If I let them, which obviously I just didn't. Okay. Should be alright. Like I said earlier, I have taken down NPCs and all of a sudden the gremlins are back, so. There is a timer on their respawn, but again, if there's too many enemy NPCs near this power plant generator area, it does seem to impede the respawn of the gremlins. So you may need to just sweep the general area clean before they'll come back. Okay. Like these 2 gold brickers here, yeah, they gotta go. They're way too close. There, they're out. Oh, too easy. Alright. Okay, and we are back with the second part of the video. As you can see here, Deathsurge has now appeared. I've also obtained the defeat badge for the 100 gremlins. It took a few extra gremlins afterwards. I'm honestly not sure why it does that, if there's some sort of glitch, or if the zone empties of people, including myself, because I did have to take a break. Who knows? In any event, there he is. Good. Not enough to sweep over all the zone area to find him. Basically, on video maps, these lightning symbols are where you should be finding him. It's all random where he appears, no way to know. All you gotta do is just wander. That's how you do it. Just keep going through each of those power generator plants, destroy all gremlins and surrounding NPCs to make sure they respawn in a fairly quick manner, 5 to 10 minute respawn time. 100 or so gremlins to bring them out. Might take a little bit more. And some happy teammates. And there it is. The Surging badge for Deathsurge on the Electrician plus Gladiator for the Gremlins. Alright, well, hope you enjoyed. As a cut in the front and wrap, like and subscribe as always. And of course, as always, go turn your computer off and go outside and play. See you on the next one.